Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Today is Tuesday, the 27th of August, 2024. This is the second video I've done today. The first one was a short. Hopefully you've seen it or you see it soon. Anyway, I wanted to put this video out before the selectmen's meeting tonight. There's a selectmen's meeting in a few hours. I'm going to be heading over there probably about 5:30-ish. The meeting's at 6. I want to bring your attention to the agenda. It's kind of funny. I mean, it's just not funny, really. I mean, this stuff that's going on regarding this trash business is just mind-boggling, and it's no good is going to come of this. And uh, let me bring up. I'm going to pull up the what do you call it? The agenda for the selectmen. Okay, you can see this. If you look at 4.1, I think you can pull it up or see it big enough. It says review and send letter to Board of Health regarding trash collection. I really got a problem. This is funny. I mean, I don't. It's not funny. It's just not. Review and send letter to the Board of Health regarding trash collection. Why don't they talk to the Board of Health? It might um, entertain somebody that our Board of Selectmen members each have other departments and boards that they are liaisons to. That, in other words, what that means is they work directly with those boards and departments to bring attention to matters going back and forth between what the selectmen are doing, what else is going on in the town, and any way that the Board of Selectmen can help their departments improve whatever they need or to solve problems before they become problems. And here we have the Board of Health. Let me guess. Maybe you should guess. Who's the liaison from the Board of Selectmen to the Board of Health? I'll wait. I'll give you a few moments to think about this. Give up? Chaz. Chaz Sexton Duranian, the chair of the Board of Selectmen, is the Selectmen's liaison to the Board of Health. You know what's also pretty funny is guess when the Board of Health is having their next meeting? Think about that another moment. You can run over to the Townsend website. I'm not going to pull that up. Too many windows. They're having a meeting at the same time as the Board of Selectmen. 6 p.m. this evening, there's a Board of Health meeting down in room 2, which is the room next to the town clerk's office, or you can enter from the hallway, whichever. But they're having a meeting at the same time. Do you think maybe, like they do with other boards, that they could have a joint meeting? Let's talk about trash together. Why won't they do that? Because they don't want to talk to the Board of Health unless they absolutely have to. The last time they had a joint meeting, it didn't go so well for them. The selectmen didn't get to pick who was going to be on the Board of Health. They did an appointment. That's another video. You need to go back a couple of months. That was interesting. That was funny. Talk about funny. That was good. That was a real touche. Anyway, so the Board of Selectmen hates the Board of Health. They even had a meeting. They made us all go down to the town hall and have a special town meeting because they wanted to do away with the elected Board of Health. That was last October, I think it was. And we told the Selectmen exactly where we stood on that, and that was big no. We want to continue to have an elected Board of Health. Well, this whole trash thing, part of the problem is, they need money, and they don't want to cut anything. But this trash thing is just they hate the Board of Health. They don't hate the Board of Health. They hate the people on the Board of Health, and just tough shit. They're elected, just like you. You have no authority here. And anyways, I'm talking too much about this, but this is silly. It's downright silly that the Board of Selectmen are going to they're going to discuss, the letter's probably already drafted by Chaz. I really request that someone else review the language used in that letter. Chaz has a real problem with big words. If it has more than 2 syllables, he won't look in a dictionary. He won't Google a word. Most of us normal people, if we want to use big words that we think that sound good to us at the moment, but let me check. Sometimes you got to check to see if a word fits. If it's proper, if the word, am I spelling it right? Spell check does that for us automatically most of the time, but grammar check isn't always that good. Does the word fit in the sentence? Chaz has a big problem, especially if it has more than 2 syllables. I put in the title of this video, Chaz was an English major. Yes, he was. You'd never know it, but he does have a bachelor's degree in English. At least he claims it. Hold on, I have not verified that. It was on his LinkedIn page, which for some reason he has completely removed from LinkedIn, but I did get a copy. So he does claim, or he used to claim on LinkedIn, that he had a degree in English. I'd never know it. I know he wants people to think that, because this is not the first time I've run into a problem with him using words inappropriately or incorrectly or just the wrong word. And I bring that up because I want to now talk about 4.2. Discuss and potentially vote trash collection cost recuperation process. Now, if you read that real quick, okay, what's wrong with that sentence? Recuperation just doesn't make any sense. What are we recuperating from? Recuperation is when you break your leg and you kind of laid up for 6 weeks, at least. Your leg, you're either going to be, you can't walk at all. Depends on the break. I broke my leg a decade ago, and almost 20 years ago, and it was a particularly painful break, and at least 6 weeks I put no pressure on that foot. That's recuperating. You're laid up in bed. Thank God I had the sick time back then. Yeah, that's what recuperation is. It has nothing to do with trash. It has nothing to do with collection or cost. Of course, if you injure yourself, maybe I need a cost recuperation on paying the bills. But back then I also had good insurance and I didn't have any cost. But anyways, if you break your leg, you might, recuperating from the bills when they come in might be an issue, or the leg, or illness, or people who had COVID. They had to recuperate for a couple of weeks just because you really feel lousy. Recuperation does not fit. If you want to believe me, here's a dictionary here. Hopefully you can see this. Is this coming up? It's not coming up. Great. Let's see if I can do something else here. Nope, it's not going to come up. Anyway, let's see. Okay. Oh, I see what I got to do. I have to end sharing. Share screen. Let's do it again. Sorry for the delay here. I'm new at some of this. Recoupment. Oh, that's not the right one. All right. Anyway, I'll go to recoupment first. Recoupment. I was thinking that recoupment might be the word he wanted to use. But even that is kind of iffy, because recoupment is the act of recovering or getting something back, especially an amount that was invested or lost. No, nothing's been lost. Nothing's been invested except the taxpayers have already invested. That means we want more money. You're going to give us back some of our taxes? Is that what you mean? No, recoupment. He didn't use the word recoupment. That's not what he's using. Recoupment is still the wrong word. A special type of offset where a payment made under contract is used to collect a claim that also arises under the same contract. Not quite. It's a bunch of word salad there. Used to collect a claim that also arises. Nope. Again, I think that would be we need money back, not the town taking money from us. In business, recoupment is a way to recover expenses by selling an asset. Taking legal action, we might take legal action, but that's a whole nother day, because we don't have anything to take legal action on yet, because they haven't really created a tax or a fee or whatever they're doing with the trash. This kind of, doesn't quite fit either. So we're going to close that window. Let me quickly go back to one more time. We'll try to share another screen. And we're going to go back to recuperation. Okay. Just to show it, dictionary.com. I think that's what this is. Or Google Dictionary. I don't know what we're in, but recovery from illness or exertion. The human body has amazing powers of recuperation. Recovery or regaining of something lost or taken. That doesn't fit. Neither one of these words fits. Neither one of them. So I'm not going to get that back, am I? See if I can get Townsend back. The calendar might be able to do that. This is fun. Board of Selectmen agenda. Bring you back up. Here we go. Let me go back to share screen. Board of Selectmen. There it is. Okay. So back to the 4.2. Discuss and potentially vote trash collection cost recuperation process. I think here, this is Chaz and his English major problem. He needs to, they need to take that diploma back. This, there isn't a word. There isn't a word because they want to, I think what Chaz is trying to do here, I believe Chaz writes the agenda. I don't think he can blame anybody else, but let's have him try that. I think he just doesn't want to use the word fee anymore. He wants to take it out so my little sign about trash fees doesn't count. That it's not, we don't want any trash fees. Okay, we won't do trash fees. We'll do some other thing. We'll call it something else. I'm calling it, part of me wants to call it an illegal override. That's what I want to call it because that's the only thing they keep referring to that the only reason they're doing this is because the override failed. That tells me that this has nothing to do with trash. It has everything to do with we need to get money from the taxpayers that they don't want to vote, that we don't want them to vote on. But anyway, discuss and potentially vote trash collection cost recuperation process. Sometimes you're better off without big words. I do some professional writing. I'm a content writer on the side. And you know what? Big words don't go anywhere. They don't. You need to be simple. What is it you're trying to say? And who's your audience? Trying to make people think you're smart and that you can use big words doesn't get you anywhere because you're just trying to intimidate people. But the reality is the best way to have said this, discuss and potentially vote trash fee collection processes or process. Vote, discuss and potentially vote. This is what you do. You think about it and say, what am I doing here? Discuss and potentially vote trash fee collection process. Discuss and potentially vote on a trash fee collection process. There it is. Vote on A. See, that's all you got to do. You think about it a few times. You say it out loud. You think about it. There it is. There's no big words. Discuss and potentially vote on a trash fee collection process. It's intellectually fine. I don't feel any dumber or smarter because I didn't use a big word. Putting the recuperation process in there, Chaz, we're going to take your degree away from you. I don't get it. Just don't get it. But anyway, back to the meeting tonight. I'm going to go. I'm going to record it. I can't imagine what they're going to say. But I just want to, I have to do this video just to express my severe disappointment that they're having, or a shock, that they're having a selectmen's meeting and they're going to actually, on their agenda, they're actually going to discuss about sending a letter to the Board of Health when they're meeting at the same time. Professional people don't act like this. These are children at play. These are children. This is temper tantrums. And the taxpayers are stuck in the middle. And this is not going to go well. This isn't playing well. And it's not, I don't think they're going to get the money they think they're going to get in a timely manner. I have to go back to a video. I don't have it ready to pull up. I got to find it again. But a few meetings back of the selectmen, I don't want to complicate anybody, but Ross Perry had talked about a conversation he had with the Department of Local Services, which is part of the Department of Revenue, about the rules on what they can count as revenue before they have it. And I think the selectmen are in trouble on this. They have to have a certain amount of money from this trash fee collection in order to count it. And I think that's part of the panic that the selectmen are feeling, is they have to get something in place because they have to get a few $100,000 from us quick. We not only have to pay these fees, we should all pay them early in order to save the selectmen from embarrassment. I don't know. I have no idea what they're going to come up with. I'm hoping tonight they express some of these secret fears they have, because they don't have time. If they're going to send us a bill, they have to send it pretty quick. They haven't even notified us. We it's really just rumor, and we're talking. The selectmen have not announced anything. They've just talked about all these potentials. This is not good. It's so tonight's going to be interesting, and either I'll be posting my video from tonight as soon as I can. But again, I can't do live yet. So please tell your friends to subscribe to my channel so that I can go live on these meetings. Otherwise, if you have cable, if it's on Channel 9, a lot of times they're not putting it up on Channel 9. And I suspect that that has something to do with the topic. But I could be completely wrong. Or they have a lot of technical difficulties getting videos on live. But we only have about 1,900 people on cable to start with. So if you can catch it, if you get cable, watch it or record it. I think it's a DVR. I think you can do that on your cable thing. Otherwise, just subscribe to my channel and you'll get notified, hopefully, if you set up notifications that the video is loaded. Otherwise, I might post it onto Facebook if it processes properly before I go to bed tonight. So I can post it on Facebook that it's going to be live. But there should be something sometime tonight on the meeting from tonight. This video will get posted pretty quick, I think. This is, when I do StreamYard, it's pretty fast. The recorded ones are a little longer. Okay, I'm going to let it go. Oh, another interesting piece. I wish I could be a fly on the wall. I can't be. But on the agenda, if you look at the selectmen's agenda, pull it up off the website. I know there's the 14 steps to get to it, but that's under events tonight. Anyway, they're having 2 executive sessions, both of them regarding the supervisors union. And one is, I'm confused. I can't wait to find out if we do. Sometimes these things do go public. If the individuals involved want them to go public, they can. It's executive session for the selectmen, but it's not executive session for anybody else. If the individuals involved with the supervisors union grievance and the fact that the selectmen are at the same time going to discuss the mental health or something about the individual, I think, either making the union grievance or being the subject of the, I don't know. This is very strange. It's another strange happening. I hope it's not the way it looks to me. But if it's worthy of letting people know about it, the employee, you can share. The only people under the rule of the executive session are town officials. If somebody's the subject of this executive session, you can tell anybody you want. It's not private unless you want it to be in your own behalf. Anyway, grievances are kind of funky, but the first one, I don't know. I'm talking too much. Anyway, yeah, so my pet peeve right now is trash, and I'm going to have more videos to talk about that, and I think there'll be more information coming out to hopefully help everybody wade through this nonsense. Anyway. All right, so I will talk to everybody later. Have a good evening, and don't forget to watch the video from that meeting, or come to the meeting. If you're available, anybody can come to this meeting, and you can record your own if you want. But I'll be there. There's plenty of seats. There's, now that it's all on video, nobody goes to meetings anymore. It's pretty lonely. So join me at 6 o'clock if you so desire. Eat supper early or late, whichever one. And I'll talk to everybody later. And please like and subscribe the videos that you see on my channel so that we can provide even more for you. All right. And I'm not monetized, but I'm taking donations. So if you look at the my YouTube channel, I'm sure that's going to send shockwaves. Anyway, so you could go onto my channel and you can see under the description how to donate. That would really even help, so I can maybe buy that light that I need to stop the reflection in my glasses. Okay. Take care, everybody, and talk to you later.